Hello there everyone. Guys, I urge you to watch this video from the beginning and until the end. I'm bringing you some very important updates, some very bad stuff for general markets, and something incredible for Bitcoin and crypto. Absolutely incredible. I think that we are currently at a turning point in the markets, which is gonna be absolutely an unbelievable time. So make sure to watch this. I guarantee you will be surprised. I was surprised. I was like, holy shit. So let's just get into this. So we were saying currently that there was some downside move on Bitcoin. We went all the way down to 25,900. So it wasn't enough for me to add to my long trade. And because as I said, I'm going to be adding at like 25K at this major sport. So the big question then becomes as to what is happening and the reason why did it actually dip below. And guys, remember, before we get into this, that I'm personally trading over on Bybit. I trust Bybit. They are really huge and they are actually have the hugest bonuses you can ever get in the world of crypto, up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses, and you also enter into a giveaway of the Audemars Piguet watch. And if you deposit more than $500 and keep this as an active trading deposit, and you actually trade with that money, and on Bybit, then you will get access to my famous paid crypto course for absolutely free, and all deposited users get access to my crypto signals community Discord. There is a link to it down in the description of this video. It's absolutely free, only for Bybit traders. If you're a Bybit trader, you get all of these things, which actually is all that you need to succeed in trading. So, I mean, if you're not using this to your advantage, then I don't know what you're doing in the crypto space. So anyway, let's just get into this because there is some juice. So here is something that initially was thought to be quite positive. That we received the Fed meeting minutes from the previous FOMC meeting, and Fed officials, actually it was shown that Fed officials were less confident on the need for more rate hikes. So this was quite positive. Well, let's see what happened next. Then we saw this. European shares actually registered the worst day in 2 months on the UK inflation shock and debt ceiling concerns. So what this means is that's right here. So United Kingdom Core Consumer Price Index, CPI, it's out of control. Guys, the inflation in UK is spiraling out of control. So this is, again, this has huge implications for US as well, because the big question, what is going to happen in the United States? We're going to talk about it closer to the end of this video before we move back to the chart and talk about all the price targets and what I'm expecting. So guys, that's why watch this video from the beginning and until the end. Now, this is bad for the general markets. I mean, UK, it is what it is. So the only thing that we really have to hope for, that we're gonna see no more breaks in the US system, and as we've seen previously, that the hope really is very small. It's slim to none, and we're starting to see cracks show, even deeper cracks show in UK, which is not good at all. And this can actually affect this statement here that, you know, Fed might become more hawkish and more careful on the example of the problem with the UK that they're saying now. So this is the connection there. This is very important. Now, next thing, which is actually very positive, and this is, I mean, this is mega. These are, if you've been in crypto long enough, you know that these kinds of moments are what actually starts the next bull run. This is what starts bull runs. So basically, here it is by CZ. China Central Television broadcasted crypto. Like, oh well, big deal. But it is big deal because nothing on the China Central Television happens without the approval of China and the government. And we all know what type of government they have in China. So it is a big deal, and it is said by CZ himself. The Chinese speaking communities are actually buzzing. Historically, coverages like these lead to bull runs. So this is mega huge. And to, you know, actually add to this is this right here. Chinese city launches government-backed metaverse platform. Absolutely crazy. Why is this crazy? It's because, you remember, China banned crypto and this and that, so it was a lot of liquidity for crypto markets has been taken out. And now it's going to be put back in. And remember, Bitcoin follows global liquidity. Even if we're going to see US go down, like inflation through the roof, potentially because of these kinds of things. China right now is in a completely different economic situation. And the citizens are actually sitting on trillions of dollars of savings because of all the lockdowns in the recent years. So these guys can take Bitcoin and just absolutely make it explode. And remember, what is the date when all of this takes place and China and Hong Kong actually opens up the doors to crypto? Well, starting with June the 1st. So it's literally a week away. And this is also when my birthday is going to be. So, this is going to be the best gift for my birthday. This is absolutely incredible, guys. Now, also, if we're going to take a look at Glassnode, some on-chain data, before I'll give you a huge reminder and we go back to the chart and take a look at my targets, etc. On Glassnode, we currently are seeing that elevating, and this is very important ratio, HODL ratio. And this is what has always been historically showing when the bull market is, when the bear market is, etc. And it has never been wrong in the history of Bitcoin. This goes as old as 2012. So this is pretty crazy. Evaluating the wealth held by single cycle long-term holders, 6 months to 2 years, to the youngest of short-term holders, we note a continual transfer of wealth from the newly blooded long-term holders to short-term holders. This has historically marked a macro turning point across prior cycles, with the persistent transfer of capital signaling a significant change in the market character and structure. So even on-chain, everything we're seeing on on-chain also confirms this. So is this a perfect storm right now? Potentially. And the last thing we need to see on the 1st of June is another collapse of some bank in the United States to just confirm the narrative. This is crazy. Now, before we talk about the chart, guys, and subscribe, like, and call me Mr. Sparrow down on the comments and hit that notification bell when you're subscribing, because this kind of content comes out on a daily basis. And this is life-changing content so that you're no longer in the dark as to what's about to happen. So, quick reminder that tomorrow is going to be a very important release on inflation. And again, we're going to see if these kinds of threats could actually this one if this kind of narrative and this kind of danger could actually loom around the US as well, because we saw a slowdown in reduction in PCE in the US as well, because PCE is one of the most important preferred gauges for inflation for Fed when they're making a decision on the interest rates, which is again already breaking the system. So the forecast is 4.6, and it's been like this for the whole year basically, so that's not good. And if you're gonna see something like 4.7, 4.8, so higher, so this would actually show us the same tendency as in UK, and that would be really bad. Anything lower than forecast would be very bullish. Anything for traditional markets, of course, anything higher than the forecast, really bad. And this is what we really don't want to see, So now, let's go back to the chart and quickly talk about what we are expecting. Guys, and I will be very short and sweet on this one. What am I expecting? I'm expecting that the worst case scenario, we dip down in some bad news to maybe 22K to just retest this general main support of this upward channel. But, and this is where I'm going to be, 25K I'm adding to my long trade, 23K I'm adding to my long trade. And I believe that with China coming in and stepping in and everything we're saying and the collapse in the banking system, etc., and all the on-chain data we've been seeing for the last months and half a year, etc., I believe that we are, at least we've already put in the bottom. And that this is the beginning, even if it's going to be slow. Let me just be very clear. Maybe it's going to be slow. Maybe we go down, like we do something like that. But this is going to be the beginning of the next bull market. This is just my take. If something changes, I will let you know, because markets can change at an instant. And as always, guys, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management, and join Bybit immediately. This is a exchange that doesn't have any stupid FUD about it and gives you insane bonuses, and also helps out the channel. So thank you very much for watching. Peace and love. Thomas Crowlow. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.